people are becoming entrepreneurs. Do you realize in this room, we have Caucasian, African American, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, Asian. We have different nationalities. Christian, Jehovah, Seventh-day LDS, Scientology, Muslim, Catholic, agnostic, atheist, Confucius, whatever you want to call it, right? Educated, uneducated, Laker fan, Clipper fans, doesn't matter. Every single one of us in this room, everybody in this room, do you realize every single action we take, everything you and I do in our lives, every single action we take that action with an intention of getting one emotion. Anyone knows that one emotion we want? It's what? Happiness. 2007, when the market crashed, everybody lost their money. In 2008, you know what was the most common word used in books that were published in 2008? Happy. Because everybody wanted to find out, how in the heck do I become what? Happy. Do you know why all these beer companies do so well? Because they do commercial with, when you're drinking, you're with single girls, and it's just so, I'm going to drink, Coors Light because I'm happy when I drink Coors Light for 30 minutes. Do you know why the drug business does so well? Ooh, when you smoke, you're so happy. You drop this pill, you drink water, you get a massage. Ooh, it's great. You snort this thing, you feel like you're Superman for about 5 minutes. Everything's like happy, happy, happy. You're laughing about it. I'm sorry, we're all adults here. It's not like none of you guys haven't seen pot ecstasy or cocaine. I mean, it's not like at the time we hit 18 nowadays in America, I'm sorry, we see a lot of weird things today. Your kids see things at 10 years old we used to see at 18 years old. So, how do you judge happiness? It took me a long time to question this. I decided judging happiness on the lifespan of that feeling of happiness. This is 30 minutes. This is very short. All of those are short. The biggest, long-lasting happiness feelings are all natural. Every one of them are natural. They're all natural highs. All of them. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. Do you know everybody here wants to be fulfilled? Do you know everybody here wants to live a meaningful life? We may disagree on a lot of things. There isn't a single soul here who doesn't want to live a meaningful life. Any parents in the room, raise your hand if you got kids. Hey, what do you and I want our kids to say about us when we die? Honestly, that they like us. You know they're going to say stuff about us when we're dead that they never said when we're alive. Yes? Look, some of us don't have living parents, and we wish we had 5 minutes with them to tell them some stuff we didn't say. None of us are perfect. But you know what's going to happen? We'll be in heaven, and we're going to go and say, hey God, I cleaned that cloud. Am I cool to check out my kids real quick? You cleaned the good. I cleaned the good. I'm telling you, the cloud is clean. Okay, go ahead. We're good? Okay, good. Because, I got good technology up there, right? So I'm going to come, I'm going to say, there's my boy. See how he's doing? Okay. He's happy. Okay. He's spending some time with his wife right now. Let me cover this up. This is a little awkward. You're going to step away. It's kind of weird. You come back. Okay, this is... And he opened up the clouds, and then boom. He's in a car by himself, and he's got his hands and his head on the steering wheel. And he's just going like this. And you're saying, why is he doing that? And you can hear his voice. Dad, I miss you, Dad. Mom, I need you right now, Mom. Marriage is a mess. I have no clue what to do. I haven't told Mary. I don't know how to pay my mortgage payment. You taught me so much about life. I wish you were here with me. I wish I could have 5 more minutes with you to tell you how much I love you. I am the man, the woman I am today because of you. I miss you, Mom. I miss you, Dad. I love you so much. Oh. I got 2 kids, man. They're only 3 and 22 months. I melt thinking about this. And I know you do as well as parents. Because everybody wants to live a flippin' meaningful life. Everybody does. We may be different, but we want to make an impact with our lives. And you know how we do it? You ever met bitter people? Anybody met bitter, depressed people? Do you ever wonder why some of us sometimes are so bitter and depressed? I used to want to find out what causes people to be lazy until I figured out why people are lazy. I wanted to find out at one point, why am I so lazy when I was a kid? Do you know, it's a very simple research. Does anybody know what causes laziness? A boring life. Boredom is the seed of laziness. When we watch a boring movie, what happens to us? We fall asleep. When you watch an exciting movie, what happens to us? We don't fall asleep. That's your life. If your life is boring, you're lazy. If your life doesn't have a lot of action, you don't have a lot of energy. And I saw that in my life. But you know what causes bitterness and what causes depression? You ever met bitter people that everything to them is like, they're so bitter to be around? Do you know what it is? Let me tell you what causes happiness and what causes bitterness. And here's all it is. People who no longer create anything are depressed and bitter. And people who continuously create, they're happy. You want me to give you an example? My mom and dad divorced in 1989. 20 years they didn't see each other. My mom told me, I will never be in the same room with your dad. My dad said, I will never see your mom ever again. 20 years I prayed. I wanted to have them to be in the same room together. 20 years later they did. You know why? Because my niece was born. My sister created a child. When she created that child, everybody showed up. And everybody was happy. My mom and dad talked to each other with no problems. How many times have you seen grandkids bring families together? Anybody's ever seen grandkids, what they do to a family? Everyone shows up out of nowhere. If we don't create, we're not happy. You see people who are bitter, make a list of what they've been creating. Nothing. They're not happy. They don't have happiness. There's not fulfillment there. Anybody's ever bought anything from IKEA? You ever bought anything from IKEA? Do you ever realize, like afterwards, what the heck was I thinking about going to this IKEA? My wife, I come home, babe. Yeah, baby. See that box? Yeah, baby, what's your point with the box? You know, when we said we're going to make that shelf, we're going to make that little cabinet together today, babe. Babe, we never make it together. You just hand me the screwdriver, baby. I mean, that's not making it together. So then you go over there, you're all ticked off. Man, you know what I'm talking about, guys. So we go over there, we're like this, talking behind, under saying stuff. And you look at the box, 198 parts, and you open the manual, it's in French. I don't speak French, like give me an English manual. And you start building this thing, right? And you're so furious. And you're getting close to what? Finishing it. And then your masterpiece is done. And then your parents show up. Hey, Mom, I created that thing. I am the creator of that thing. Son, don't touch it. I created it. Do not touch it. Hey, John, you know that thing right there? I created it. I did it. IKEA has become a multi-billion-dollar company because they figured out people become happy when they create things. Sudoku game is good because when you create and finish the diabolic formula, whatever it is, you're all happy. You know what I'm talking about? Puzzles, we create, we're happy. But those are just actions that don't make you money. Another thing we've realized we need is a community. We need to be part of a community. You know who learned that? Instagram, Facebook. You know what we do nowadays? Here's what we do. Hey, look. Give me the duck lips. Boom! We took the picture. You saw them post on Instagram. Hashtag, hashtag. Okay, great. That's a good pic, man. It was a good bet. It's going to blow up. Watch. They say 150 times a day we look at this thing. 150 times a day. So we go, oh, bro, 17 likes in 4 minutes. Woo! It's good. It's good. Oh, my God. This is good. Oh. So you walk around. I'm going to check it again. 34. We're on track for having the best one. My best one is 68. 69 likes. Woo! Instagram. How come Jerry didn't like the picture? How weird are we, right? Because we need a community. You know what's the last one? This is why Russian Empire failed miserably and the country finally went to Gorbachev and said, get the heck out of here. Communism doesn't work. Do you know why it doesn't work? As much as they're trying to convince Americans it works. Do you know why it doesn't work? Because we love having a sense of ownership. We have to have ownership. When anybody's been to a game and your kid scores a touchdown, what does a parent typically do? Hey, I'm sorry, did you see that? That's my boy. So he runs like his daddy. He's kind of like, he's an athlete like his father. How are you, sir? I know I kind of gained weight, but that was me 32 years ago. Son, I'm proud of you, buddy. That's my son. Hey, whose wife is this? It's my wife. Why are you looking at her? It's my wife. Now look at my wife. It's my wife. My wife. Whose husband is that? It's my husband? Don't you be looking at my husband over there. I'm telling you, it's my husband right there, okay? Get your eyes off her. Hey, whose lawn is it? Get off my lawn. Whose house is this? Whose car is this? You know why? Because we need to have a sense of ownership. Do you know what's crazy? Let me tell you what's crazy. Create community sense of ownership. is all the activities that create happiness, fulfillment, and meaningful life. Do you know all entrepreneurs do all day long is create, they're part of a community, and they own their business. That's why they're so happy. How many of you guys have a friend that invited you to this meeting here today, and you've said this line to him or other people? Man, he's changed. He's crazy. Why is he so excited? It's as if he's joined a cult. Who said that? They haven't. All entrepreneurs are like that. It's not just us. Go to entrepreneur events. It's because they create, they're part of a community, and they own their business. That's why they're happy, and that's why most people who have jobs, they don't feel that way. Because you're not.